Welcome back to my table, folks. This is a little video about how Donald Trump leaves needles in the haystack, and this is just one of them. Like I said, if you watch my other videos, he told me before COVID was going to accrue because he dropped the needle in the haystack. I found it. Anywho, let's go on. By all means, if you haven't subscribed to Jimmy, he's a thinker.
So listen to what Trump has to say about his allegiance to Israel and to the donors, to his Jewish donors. Watch this.
Just as I promised, I recognized Israel's eternal capital and opened the American embassy in Jerusalem. Jerusalem became the capital. I also recognized Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. You know, Miriam and Sheldon would come into the White House.
He means Miriam and Sheldon Adelson, his billionaire donors, who gave him $100 million already for this campaign. And listen to what he says here. Listen to what he reveals. So they'd come into the White House.
Would come into the White House probably almost more than anybody outside of people that work there. And they were always after, and as soon as I'd give them something, always for Israel. As soon as I'd give them something, they'd want something else. I said, give me a couple of weeks, will you please? But I gave them the Golan Heights, and they never even asked for it. You know, for 72 years, they've been trying to do the Golan Heights, right? And even Sheldon didn't have the nerve. But I said, you know what? I said to David Friedman, give me a quick lesson, like 5 minutes or less on the Golan Heights. And he did. And I said, let's do it. We got it done in about 15 minutes, right?
Do you see how slick and smooth that man is when he actually drops the needle? He told you. First off, he's willing to be a bought and pay. Well, do just what the rich people want him to do, right? And how he definitely will take the rich people's advice. But then he's just like, boom. And that's exactly what happened in the Golan Heights. Boom. So, actually, now they're doing it to some other folks over there. And they're boom to Israel, or to Lebanon is the next place, because Israel, as we see it, they want to expand around. They already got the parts of Iraq. They already got the parts of Libya. And I am super psyched for when he becomes president, because my version of it is the Democrats are just doing the worst job ever. Like, they gave up on this election when they picked Kamala. They're like, well, we're not going to win this again. Everybody knows Joe's been senile, which is elder abuse, actually. Like, even though I dislike that man, I still feel bad for the way they've been, like, posting him up and taking advantage of him because of his old age. You know, it's elder abuse, which means that these people, if they don't give a damn about their own people that work their whole life to help them get where they're at, Why would you think that they give a damn about you? But whatever, teach their own. Let's go ahead and just hear some of the comments.
So it's still amazing to me how vehemently Democrats oppose Donald Trump
Boom.
when he falls right in line where it counts. Here's what Michael Tracy said about it. He goes, "Take note of which Trump comments provoke controversy. This is the interesting part. And which Trump comments don't spark controversy. That didn't spark any controversy. Him praising allegiance to a foreign country to his donors.
Left
Trump
or
said
right.
this week that he gave the Golan Heights to Sheldon and Miriam Adelson, his top funders, who came to the White House almost more than anybody. Not a peep about this brazen admission of graft. So he's saying, look what I did for the people giving me money. No criticism of him anywhere from Democrats. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting?
Isn't it, though?
And that's not graft, Michael. That's just a lovely gift to a friend. It's a friendly gesture. And that goes along with
slaughtering folks.
The death threat they probably gave him. Gold or lead, which do you choose? We can't keep missing, you know. So here's what some other people said. It's a gift the Biden administration didn't take back, just like it didn't move the embassy back. Same incentive structure. Trump is just more honest about it. Yeah, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Tim Walz will come out and tell you they'll give lip service to the Palestinian people and this and that. Trump doesn't do any of that. The graft is the same on both sides of the aisle, but Trump makes us laugh because he just comes out and celebrates it. He just celebrates it. He doesn't pretend. He's like, yeah, they gave me money. I did what they asked. He just says it. No patina of good works for Trump. No lipstick on a pig. That's why the hypocrites hate him so much. They lose their cover. Very well said. Brass Tackman says, he has a habit of being transparent about how the game is played. It's actually a major part of his appeal. Oh. Yeah. Remember during the first debates when he ran in 2016, he goes, I used to come in and give all these people money. And they would do what I told them. Now he's on the other end. He goes, they come in, they give me money, I do what they tell me. I did things from that even asked for.
Yep.
So that's that. So that should disgust anybody. Trump just brazenly saying, these guys give me money, I do what they want. The guys who give me money are welcome in my White House. That's how I do my foreign policy.
That's how I do on foreign policy.
That's Trump doing the bidding of his wealthy elite Zionist backers. And he just says it. And not one news article about it. Not that I saw. Not criticizing for it. Is Jake Tapper outraged? Is Rachel Maddow? Did they do a thing on it? I didn't see it. They said it. They did it. Send it to me. I'll play it. They don't care. They're not going to say anything about that. So you see how it's hard to have hope that Donald Trump is going to change shit? You got to put your hope in Bobby Kennedy. And it's very easy for Trump just to swat him away after he gets elected. I used you for the votes. I got it. Get out. Well, there's no evidence to say he'll do different. The only evidence is that the deep state is trying to kill him.
Yep. I believe that.
So that's what I told Chris Hedges. I go, well, fingers crossed. They don't stop trying to kill him because that means that he's somehow outside the acceptable line of the establishment. All right, over to Steph.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy.
Now, I'm going to stop kind of just proving that, Trump's part of the bird. He's not necessarily the left wing or the right wing. He is from the body of the bird, which is the beast that is definitely eating us alive. Just because I know for a fact most anybody, like, I'm a conservative, and I'm a Christian. So then a lot of folks would assume I would be a Republican, but I'm not. I'm an independent. I am a free thinker. That's the only part of freedom that our Constitution still gives us, actually. Other than that, government's got their greedy little hands in everything we do, which in definition makes us a socialist country. And we've been like that since before I was born. It's only gotten worse through the years because they've obtained more power. And nobody wants to stop that. Not the Democrats, not the Republicans. Stop voting for them folks. Obama's second term. Started voting for anybody. Other than that. But you gotta look for those folks. Just like myself, I'm a write-in candidate for the U.S. Senate seat in this next election. Not for you, but for the future of your grandchildren. If we want some type of if you still want your Constitution to exist, actually, I will definitely fight for that. But, teach their own. Good luck. Now there's a real thing. I have been tracking these people, paying attention, actually, to what they say. I see what they do, and then I form my opinion based off of what they did, which almost everything since I started this process, they never once have done anything good for us, the 90% of citizens in America. So, with that said, I have definitely been fortunate enough to, because I went through those 3 steps, I was able to step out of the way of the train wreck that I knew was coming. I just got out of the way. And I watched other folks, part of the 90%, stand there like a deer in headlights, like, huh? And then for some odd reason they come and want to cry on my shoulder. Breaks my heart. But whatever. They keep on doing it, and they collectively, they're going to keep on doing it again. It's coming. Hope y'all make good choices. But because I have had the opportunity to know what the actual plan is, I know that after this election, I am not going to be the guy that's going to sit here and listen to other folks tell me their problems. And if I do, I'm telling you, you got to pay me. Because I'm tired of hearing y'all sob stories. It's literally making me crazy. Because my heart is so broken that most folks will do absolutely nothing to try to fix their own problems. The bigger the problem, I'm going to be done. I'm going to be done with politics. My kid's old enough. Now I can start focusing on the last, since 2013, the education that I've been obtaining. And I can start focusing on my career instead of the other things I was doing. So, hope you got something from this. If I can't work for you, I guess I gotta work for the businessman, right? Because we want America to be run like a business, right? So I just want one of them good jobs now. Good luck to all, to each their own.